In making the hard decisions of project funding and resource allocation, planners and executives need more data than just the name of prospective projects. They also need to know important attributes like the geographic location, business unit, or asset class of the resource or project in question. And with the release of DL3 1.2, Decision Lens users now have easy access to this level of detail with the introduction of alternative categories. This new feature now makes it fast and easy for an organization to confirm the spread and balance of funding and resource decisions across all breakdowns of the organization. Organizations can now easily create the exact set of groups and categories they need, matching to their portfolio structure, program lifecycle, business function, geography, or any other group they see fit. Creating new alternative categories is easy in DL3 1.2. Found on the new Define tab, the Alternatives screen makes it easy to create and edit groups, while assigning alternatives the values inside them. In this example, we already have alternatives on the table and will give them the categories they need. Let's start by creating a new alternative group and adding the representative categories within that each alternative will be assigned to. We'll create 3 categories inside this group. Then, defining each alternative with their respective categories is quite fast and easy. Simply click on the row for the alternative that you want to assign and the pick list will be exposed. Then, select the desired category from the list. At any time, you can add another category by selecting Manage Categories from either clicking the link in the drop-down list or from the heading for the alternative group. The most important feature of alternative categories, however, is their use in prioritization and resource allocation situations. Planners use the sensitivity analysis feature to see how the priority set by the stakeholders ranks the set of alternatives on the table. The default view shows all of the alternatives in the decision and their value against the priorities. Using our new alternative categories, however, lets us get a view of exactly the alternatives we're interested in to see how they rank. Let's take a quick look across the categories by project area. We can see exactly how the alternatives within each one rank against our priorities, and we can see the effect that changing the priority set would have on the rankings by selecting a different priority set or adjusting the values with the sliders. The other place where alternative categories really expand the level of visibility and granularity in my analysis is on the Allocate Visualize tab, where we look at the funding results when budget numbers and costs are added to the equation. Once again, we get a default view of all alternatives and categories, but we can filter it to see exactly what we want to satisfy our analysis. In this example, we want to be sure that the facilities project area is at least funded a little bit, and that all 3 of my project areas have some projects that will make the cut for my annual budget. Ensuring spread and balance is essential for an approved budget at this organization. By browsing through my categories using the filtering panel, I can easily confirm that most categories have good coverage, but that the management project area has none. I may need to play with my funding scenarios to ensure that this budget gets approved. The visibility and control I get with the addition of alternative categories makes this insight possible. Check it out in the latest release of the Decision Lens platform, DL3 1.2.